I am very behind on the stuff that I need to make, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it done. Guys, it is the holiday season, my favorite time of year. It has always been my favorite time of year, and this year I'm doing something really exciting. I am going to my first art shows, my first craft shows as an artist myself, and I'm gonna be trying to sell stuff at 2 art fairs coming up very soon. In fact, it's actually gonna be this Sunday. I go to my first one. I have some wood crafts that I'm gonna be working on. I've actually gotten started with a few of them already here. I'm going to be selling prints that I've made of, the paintings that I have. Also, I have a new collection of winter paintings. If you're interested in what those are, you can check them out. I have one on my wall right there. Check out my website, see some of the new winter stuff. I'm gonna be working on some woodcraft stuff. So I have little wooden figurines. I have like little snowmen. I'm gonna be painting snowflakes and also little nutcracker figures. But the biggest thing I'm gonna be working on is actually a bunch of these little wood ornaments. So these are gonna be hand-painted wood ornaments that I'm gonna be selling at these shows. And I have a lot of them. And yeah, I hope this video can help you get into the holiday season, the little spirit of Christmas. I don't know, it's just always been my favorite holiday season, the best time of year, as the songs say. Yeah, so I'm excited. Let's get started with a few of these. So the idea that I have right now is that I'm gonna be making different like almost categories of like these wood ornaments. I think I might do some by like color, so like I'll have like red themed ornaments and then like different like red and green, maybe peppermint ones. I've already gotten started on the peppermint type ones. And I don't know, I'm just gonna be experimenting with, what ideas I can put onto these ornaments. It's really like making little canvases, making my own paintings on these little canvases that ultimately will be sold as like little decorations for whatever, Oh yeah, something new that I'm starting with this is that I'm actually using gouache paints. And I'm not sure if that's the correct way to pronounce it because I've heard it said 2 different ways. But then again, the other way that I have heard it said was by a British person. And I think they pronounce it like gouache or something like that. So I don't know what pronunciation is correct, but I'm just gonna say gouache because that's what my professor first called it, and that's been in my head ever since when I first learned about this type of paint. Anyway, gouache paints is something like a mix between acrylic and watercolor paints. And it's something that I haven't used in a long time because I've just, mainly been an oil painter. But I've been really loving gouache paints for these crafts because, I don't know, I think maybe it soaks into the wood a little better because it is water-based. But it also has a opaque and matte finish to them. So I like the type of finish that gouache paints will have on these crafts. And also because it's water-based, I can reactivate it with water whenever I want to like mix any colors that are on either on my palette or even on, whatever I'm painting. Right now I've been painting these ornaments, so that's the thing I have in mind. So yeah, I can mix colors sort of like how I usually do with oil paints on the canvas. And I've gotten a few good ones already. I have today and a little bit of tomorrow before I have to set up for the craft fair show. Setup is tomorrow evening at the first craft fair that I'm going to, and so I need to have everything ready. And I am behind what I would like to have been at this point in time. I have a good amount of these ornaments left to do. I have a good amount already that are, good to go. I think I might try varnishing these to see if it'll work. I don't know, because I'm not sure varnish works with gouache since it's water-based. I have this stack of ornaments right here that I want to get done. I want to show off a little bit of what are my favorite ones right now. These two are something that I would like to do more, and it's basically just an actual scene on these little ornaments instead of it being, you know, graphic design. It's like as if I was making a painting, except these are my canvases, you know? I tried to do the same thing with this one. I don't really like it though, it's kind of ugly. Is that focusing? Another set that I really liked, and I'm probably gonna make more of these because they, like I said, they're a lot better than what I thought they were going to be. But these little wreath ornaments. And I don't know if I'll show these up close or not. Maybe if I do this. Block my face. Is that in focus? I think that one is my best one, but I have little wreath ornaments. I think this one is definitely my second favorite. This set was a fun one to make as well. There's little Christmas trees on these. And I like the brush texture that I was able to make with these. Boom there. Boom there. Probably gonna make a few more of those as well. Yeah, this has been fun. So I'm just gonna put on some Christmas music and, get crafty. So it's Saturday, the day before this craft fair, and I am very behind on the stuff I need to make, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it done. I'm gonna try though. Let me show you what I have to do. So I brought out these metallic craft paints. I haven't really used them for anything because I haven't really done any crafty stuff. But since I'm doing that now, I'm gonna be using some of these metallic paints. As you can see, they're kind of old, but they're still usable. Well, most of them at least. There's like a little bit of a shiny metallic glittery finish on here. And I think it'll be cool if I got a whole bunch of metallic stuff on these little snowflakes. Another thing that I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be using this Mod Podge finish on these wooden ones. I was worried that the Mod Podge wouldn't work because since these were made with gouache paints, it could reactivate the pigment and then like start, you know, getting muddy. But I did a little test of Mod Podge on these, and it didn't really cause the actual pigment to reactivate. So there's a little bit of a sort of matte satin finish on these compared to the other ones. And it's a little touch to make it a little, just a tiny bit more, I don't know, quality. A little premium, I don't know. I'm going to be using some metallic paints on here as well. And we'll see what I come up with, because I don't know what design or colors I'm going to be using on any of these besides, you know, red and white on the candy canes, a little lollipop thing right here. We'll see what I do with it. Okay, it is Saturday, December 9th, and that means I am finished with the 2 craft shows that I plan on going to. So let me tell you a little bit about how it went. Let's start off with the bad news. I didn't finish every craft that I wanted to. I only got one of those little nutcrackers. It was looking pretty cool. I wish I made more time for myself to finish these crafts. But nonetheless, I still had a very successful craft show experience, both at the first one that I went to and also the one that I just came back from. I sold a good amount of materials. I sold a lot more of those wooden crafts at the first show, and I sold prints there as well. And then at today's show, I sold, I think also a few of the wooden ornaments. And if I had the little other snowmen and nutcracker figurines, I probably would have sold those too. But I sold more prints at today's show than I did before. And I sold an original. In honesty, I do have my prices for my original pieces set pretty high compared to other things that are being sold at the craft fair. But there was a couple who saw my work, admired it, had a good conversation, and because craft fairs, people do their rounds. They came back and they told me that they had been thinking about what piece they wanted. And they bought this one. I'm putting a picture of it on screen. Hopefully I have a picture of it. And yeah, it was so nice knowing that someone wanted my original art and was able to get it, So yeah, I sold that piece and it felt really nice selling it. But then, us artists, if you're an artist, you probably know this feeling as well. It was kind of hard to part ways with it. It's like a piece of my soul left me when I gave them my painting, and seeing them walk away with it, I'm like, don't go. Because of that, it was a very successful show, both days for me. And I'm gonna be doing more shows like that in the future. And these shows were more craft centered, and that's why I decided to do those wood crafts. But having this experience confirmed for me something that I had been thinking about, and I'm gonna be in the coming year gonna be doing my research to see what bigger art shows there are, where people come to the show looking for my type of work. Because at these crafts fairs that I went to, there was a variety of handmade goods and crafts. And I think I was one of very few people that was selling original art and art prints. And I got so many compliments, so many people tell me, oh my gosh, you're so talented. I actually don't really like the word talented because I'd rather be described as a skilled artist, because I feel like even though I do have some level of inherent skill, which is sort of the definition of talent, I don't necessarily like calling what I do talent, because I put in work to, you know, build up my level of skill. But I guess it does come to me easier than maybe most people, so I guess that's why it's called a talent. I don't know, it's been something that's been in my brain for a while. This experience has been really good. It's given me the confidence to really invest more into myself, getting myself out there, and you know, in the coming year, 2024, I'm probably gonna be doing more art shows. This has been a great video. I hope that you enjoyed. I don't know if I'm gonna get another video out before the end of the year because, you know, content's been a little sparse. I sort of make like a video like every month or 2 months. So, it is December. And if I don't make a video before Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to anyone and everyone who's watching. Check out some of the other videos that I have, and have a Happy New Year. Again, if I don't make another video before the New Year. Oh yeah, check out these like little panels. I had my paintings strung up on these panels, so they were like displayed behind me. It was really nice. Thank you, Mom, for getting them for me. All right, see ya.